It is called this meeting of the Hamlet Region ISD Board of Trustees to order. This meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Texas Open Meeting Act and is open to the public. The proceedings are being recorded and then official minutes will be taken to document today's action. Let the record show that we have a quorum present with the following members in attendance: Kendon Rubin, Terry Moore, Jennifer Prater, Derek Moore, Sheila Darnell, Sherman Bates, and Dr. Chad White. If during the course of this meeting discussion of an item of the agenda is required to be held in a closed session, the board will be in executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Government Code Chapter 551, Subchapter D and E. Sherman, you mind opening us up with a word of prayer?
Yes, sir. Y'all pray with me. Heavenly Father, I thank you for today. I thank you for everyone that's gathered here, God. I pray that now as we make just lead, guide, direct us as we make decisions and for the best for our students, for our faculty, for our school district, for everyone that's involved. These things I pray. Amen.
Amen. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is anybody sign up to address the?
No, sir.
All right, we are going to jump down to our information items on it's item number 7, and we'll start with the annual intruder detection audit findings.
Mr. Cepeda could not be here. He now has a new grandson, so he had to leave today to go attend to that. So basically, we passed both of our intruder alerts, annual intruder alerts at both elementary and high school campus. So we don't have to do anything further. So this is great. You tell us I can get.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job to both campuses. Good job.
All right, principals update. Who wants to go first?
Okay. Please stand here. You want to go first? We had cheer tryouts today. Dr. Block handled the cutoff on that, following the handbook. We had 7 high school cheerleaders make it, and 4 junior high. As of right now, there is no mascot. Not sure how Dr. Block will proceed with that, but that will be her decision later. As far as benchmark goes, we took our benchmark test this last week. Our students took the release STAR test from last year, so it's the most current STAR assessment that our kids could take. We saw some amazing results in 8th grade history, the best the district's seen in years. Coach Bodas, always in U.S. history, was great. Jory's scores looked great. We still have some work to do in junior high math and reading. Some of that is expected with that Blue Bonnet curriculum coming in, being new to them, plus a new math teacher in there. And some stuff hasn't been covered. It's just February with that test. There's a lot of concepts that haven't been covered. But we'll have a follow-up PLC on Friday with Region 14 present. Reports are ready, all the things, and we will work together to individualize plans for our students and fill the gaps and come up with intervention plans to prepare for the test. So that is baseball tournaments this weekend, softball ULA, baseball in Oklahoma. So I think Turner's probably happy about it. But any questions? And everybody in the circuit, you know, has signed if you were there.
ACTs, when do you get those back?
Oh, good question. ACT typically takes about 3 weeks. And then we have SAT coming up. We did move SAT to March 18th instead of March 19th. It's so hard in the spring to find a day just with everything. But we're working with a company. I'm not sure if we've talked to you about this. You guys that have senior kids may have heard about it, but we're working with several men out of the Austin area, San Marcos area, and some out of state, and females have been flying in and are teaching our students about Bitcoin, our senior class. And the best part of it is they are going to be coming back in a 3rd session and doing a reverse job fair. So they'll be bringing in oil companies, and what the whole picture of it was explaining to our seniors that Bitcoin is not just money that you think is going on. It's HVAC, it's plumbing, it's all these different jobs that our kids are going to have opportunities for right here in our backyard. And so that reverse job fair in May or April is going to be an opportunity for them to land a job if they're interested. And we still have about 6 or 7 students in the senior class that really want to just go workforce. It's a great opportunity for them.
All right, while we wait for.
Ms. Vendera, while we're letting that in, I just want to say we're proud of you. Congratulations. Thank you for all you've done for Hamlin, and we look forward to seeing your journey in the future. And we appreciate all you've done for us.
We're excited.
All right, Ms. Jones.
Okay, we have some excitement, and hopefully we have some people who are mighty surprised this evening.
Hopefully.
And so at this time, I'm going to call some ladies up here that I want to come and be recognized, and I'll share a little information about each of them, and we can celebrate their accomplishments. So I need Jory Beckley, Amber Moore, Nellie Parrish, Latricia May, and Megan Warren. And just so you know, it's really hard to surprise people in a room full of glass windows and walls. But their principals asked them to come this evening to give an academic update of some sort. And so I think they may be afraid that you're going to ask some questions, so maybe that'll ease some of their nervousness. But first of all, I want to recognize Jory. She has been a TIA designated teacher for a few years, and there are different levels. And this year, she gets to move to the top level, master teacher. Jory came to Hamlin in the 2004-2005 school year, teaching other places. She has taught science and culinary classes, and she's also a student council sponsor. And we are super happy to be able to recognize her this evening with a plaque for her master teacher award. These elementary teachers been on their campus. I know how hard they worked. Many of them have done Montessori training, and they survived. And not only that, they were teaching at the same time and doing a whole lot of work. So they've done lots of things that people ask. We have Nellie that joined us here in a couple of years. It's just in the last couple of years. But this elementary has really put in a lot of work. It's shown a lot of growth, and it's due to teachers just like we have standing here tonight. So first of all, we have Amber Moore, who is going to be recognized as an exemplary teacher. It's master exemplary. I was a staff in our district for many years, and when I was a principal, she came to me, she said, you know, I might be interested in teaching, but I don't really know. And thank God she said yes. And so she joined us in 1920 school year as a teacher. She's taught Montessori. 2019. There you go. 2019, sorry. That school year, and that was an exciting year. The way we ended school, we loved the spring break and never came back for the rest of that school year. So it was quite exciting. She taught Montessori, the upper level Montessori. So she did not only math, she did some other courses as well. And now she teaches mostly upper level math and some science. So we're proud to recognize Amber Moore as an exemplary teacher. Okay, next up, Miss Parrish, Nellie Parrish, joined us in the 23-24 school year, coming here from Wiley after teaching and coaching in Wiley for a few years, and probably some other places. I've heard some history that she's also a great basketball player, and so we're really glad that she decided to join us. She's been teaching third grade now the last few years here. So super excited to have Miss Parrish join us as well and be recognized as exemplary. Ms. Latricia Page has been in Hamlin School District since the 2017-18 school year. She came here as a third grade teacher moved up to do some Montessori upper level and now has been doing mostly 4th through 6th grade reading. All right. So, again, these ladies have put in a lot of effort and we're super excited to recognize Ms. Payne as an exemplary teacher. We have Ms. Megan Warren. Megan came to us as a paraprofessional, working on her degree, going through the Texas Tech program that we had at that time, a 2+1 program. And so she worked as a paraprofessional, earned her degree through Texas Tech, and then we had her become a teacher in the 2019-20 school year as well, the crazy ending year. She's taught early childhood Montessori, she's taught kindergarten, and this year she's in 1st grade. So we're happy to recognize Mrs. Megan Warren as an exemplary teacher. These ladies, you know, for years, they work their tails off, and every year you see across the state where someone will share all of these teachers that are being recognized in districts, and we know how hard they work, and it's really hard. When they don't get recognized for the effort. So, it's pretty emotional because it is, and I'm super happy for them and the accomplishments that they achieved, and I know that they day in and day out live for our kids. And so I'm thankful for their passion, and I'm glad to recognize them today. Here. Wherever you tell me. Sure, wherever. Let's get it right.
Makes it so emotional, but it does, doesn't it?
I just love to present on you, I
That's
Oh, I have a small one.
Do I know you said 30?
Yeah.
Well, if I could fix my holster too, it'd be good.
They don't get my spot.
Okay, I'm listening in. Just kidding. Okay, y'all ready? Yeah. Yeah.
What's your thing? Your sign.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Girl, you're gonna hold on to that for your life. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
okay. Yeah, she's just gonna be looking at the camera before she can.
Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. I'm sorry. Your husband wasn't on it? It's in that area. Congratulations. Thank you. Conversation that we had in conversation. All right. Mr. Cox, you got any other principal updates?
Yeah, I can talk about benchmarks. Yeah, no, so we took our benchmarks to, I've talked a lot this year about how hard these ladies and everybody else have worked. It's one of those things, like, we've really, they've pushed themselves, and I've just kind of tried to hang on for the ride. I hope that they got to kind of see the proof of the pudding when they saw those results. Something that Christy and I and Katie and our lady from the service center, Stephanie, looked at is we kind of looked at where we were last year versus where we are this year at benchmark time. The easiest, I don't want to bore you with a bunch of stats, but there's these neat little pie charts, red is bad, green is good. And we basically flip those. So I don't know what percentage average increase. I would like to say 40%. That's probably too high. But I do know that most of our pie charts from last year were mostly red. At benchmarking this year, we flipped it and mostly green. So I'm just super excited to see where that leads to some of our things that we're going to do coming out of spring break week. We met this week to kind of look at the numbers, kind of let teachers start digesting next week. Katie and I are going to sit down, and probably Christy, and really look at those target groups of kids who we need to really spend significant amount of time with, just to make sure we're all still growing between now and start time. I'm really, really excited to see what the fall next year is going to look like when we get our report card grade, because I want them to understand how hard they've worked and what that looks like as far as results. I talked to Andrew today, and I said, teaching is it's a profession where you have to be good. Patience is key, because it's not an immediate feedback field. Hopefully you get to see the results in 9 months or a year. Sometimes you wait 9 years till you get that wedding invite. But I just hope that they get to see the reward for their work, because it hasn't been easy. It's been ugly at times, but it's going to be worth it. And so I just want to brag on, and our benchmarks are promising.
Great. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Y'all are welcome to stay. Okay.
Thanks for the invite.
All right, let's go on to the consent agenda. In that, we have our minutes from the previous meeting, along with the superintendent hiring authority that we do every summer. If you're unfamiliar with that, that just allows Dr. Block to be able to offer contracts without having a board meeting. Allows us to get some of those people hired before they find something else that might suit them better. So if we don't have any, no, we can do it all. It's all in the consent agenda. So if you don't have any questions on that, or if there's not any adjustment to the minutes, I will entertain that motion.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Motion made by Derek, seconded by Sheila. All in favor of that motion, signify with the right hand. 7. All right, we have a discussion item that was on the agenda last month, and it's back on this month about the bus sales.
Yes, we just have to determine if we can afford it or not afford it. That language has to be explicit. Coach Billy did get a new quote for new activity bus, and it was $300,000. So, but what we need to do is determine if we can afford to replace all of our buses at this time that don't.
I personally think it'd be a hardship on us, so I know that's.
Yeah, I can't even have it, too. One time.
I think even upgrading, much less purchasing.
Yeah, that's
Big question mark.
crazy.
I think the price for the retrofit, if they're low mileage buses would be
Okay, any more discussion on that?
That's just a discussion.
Yeah.
One of those crazy things you have to submit.
Yeah, we had to get some verbiage in there, so.
Yeah.
No, it'll definitely be a hardship on there.
Perfect, okay. Moving on to the superintendent report.
Yes. Our financial is, in there, nothing's changed as of yet. We have had one resignation, Liberty Brandon resigned at the end of the year. That's our only update, and of course, Ms. Mandrill accepting her, when she does come out of her 21-day, window, period. I can't even, low finalist window, I can't even think right now. So that's all that we have at this time. Also, of course, Coach Mandrill will be at the end of the year as well. That's all I have. It's just been a busy week. We have lots of things coming up. Every day, something else, busy. Michelle and I are still moving forward in RPEP. We're going to Aspermont Friday to finalize plans with rural Aspermont, Jaden, and Rotain. It looks like we're going to join the Double Mountain. I suggested that name, Double Mountain RPEP. And so it looks like we're going to be doing that so that that way we can offer some other great things to our kids that we may not offer here. So once we have more information out of our meeting on Friday, I will send it all to you in email because we're going in the morning. That's all I have.
Next scheduled board meeting? My calendar actually opens up a little bit.
It does. What do you have?
I got a bunch of options.
Oh, kidding, that's awesome. That's a big deal.
What's going on?
I got the 9th, the 13th, the 20th. And then actually the 23rd, 27th, 28th, 29th, but that could also be softball playoff, baseball playoff, the later we go in April. So can't believe we're already talking playoffs. So the season hadn't even started for the boys. Already saw 9th, 13th, and 20th. 9th is a Thursday, 13th is a Monday, 20th is a Monday. Any preferences on those?
The night works for me. Oh, you want me to go? Okay. Okay. Can we just have it the 13th? Do we have anything? Because the sooner the better for teacher checks.
Everybody good for the 13th? We want to get back to 5:30? Yes, okay. So we'll go 13th at 5:30. Dr. Block, do we want to discuss the board training at this point, or do you want to handle that? I mean, do we want to discuss it?
So we put, I sent an email, we put money aside, remember, in the budget from last year to attend the Texas Rural Association, Education Association Conference in Brown Rock and Kalahari. So I just need to reserve rooms and then figure out who all wants to attend. It's my suggestion to go because it is rural focused. So it's going to be school board members and school districts that are like us. It's only rural schools in Texas. I just think that's going to be the best value. It is at Kalahari, so you can bring your family. The ag leadership team will also be in attendance as well. And I've heard back from Carrie, Derek. I know you're out, Dr. White, with your, the boys trip, so you can't attend. So I just need to know because they booked all the rooms at Kalahari. So the lady who is over TREA said she can get us rooms. I just need to give her the number.
I think you can be done too. So this will be more geared towards
Yeah,
This is when?
rural.
it's not 14th through 17th. It's what,
It'll be more like.
it's
I'm glad to hear
only,
full.
it's only
Me too,
Texas
'cause some of
Rural
that stuff
Educator
is
Association.
Association.
You will not have big schools.
Not
So rural is anything under 5,000, I think, but it'll be rural. I mean, everyone around us goes, and so you'll get to pick your sessions. It's kind of like SLI, you pick your sessions and so forth. But it definitely is just focused on rural schools and the dilemmas that rural schools face. That's why I picked that over like SLI. To me, it's just more valuable for us.
So will that be Sunday night through Tuesday night, come home Wednesday?
I can tell you, when we go to
Okay.
the session
No
exact.
It's the weekend.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay, it is 5:25. Chad, we're
gonna go to.
We're gonna go to closed session. This board will now adjourn into closed session pursuant to the following sections of the Texas Open Meetings Act, 551.074.
They are.
Last time we left.
We had to call him.
He left, so we had to call him back.
I said, okay, I'm coming right now.
That's why it's so much.
And y'all, I mean, you're gonna wait or you want me to text you?
Yeah,
Just-
text
y'all
me.
can go.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
It's all right. Good job, Melissa. And congrats to Amber.
Yeah, thank
That's nice. So there's a Disney shirt right there.
you. Right?
Thank you.
Hope she was surprised.
I think she was. I know, I didn't tell her. Yeah. I know, I get home.
Yeah. That's what's going on. He's on stage. Yeah. Which is fine. I can probably have.
We'll send you the minutes. Probably like a 17, so. And. And February also.
It's boxing. Is she?
Yes, yeah. Just text her.
We just hit the end. I don't know. Wonder what.
Yeah.
I don't know, the light's still green, we might still be recording.
Looks like we are.
We're still out? Okay, perfect.
Yeah. You still have to record here.
Man, I was doing good till she went to crying.
All right, it is 6:29. This time the board ends closed session, and I will entertain any motions that I need to.
I move that we approve the renewal of the administrative contracts with the list provided.
Second.
Motion made by Carrie, seconded by Sheila. All in favor of approving that, signify with the right hand. 7-0.
I move we approve Morgan Mandrell to consult with HCISD.
I second that. Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by Dr. White. All in favor of that motion, signify with the right hand. 7-0. And it is still 6:29. At this time, I adjourn this meeting. Adjourn.
Okay, so this is
Hold
for.
on, we're still.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
You all have a good week. You too, Doc. See you, Doc. Going to Oklahoma tomorrow?
I'm not going to Oklahoma tomorrow, I gotta work.
What's in Oklahoma?
Did Hollis come here to play this time?
No, they didn't come to ours this time.
And, but we're still going that one.
It's only 2 hours. I mean, yeah, it's still a long way to come. We'll just leave and then we leave. Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah.